Okay, this is a die. Well, here's a die. Okay, if I have a die, I'm smashing that into planchets over and over and over again, I can form a crack in that die, and the metal just kind of spreads apart ever so gently. Okay, what's going to happen on the coin is the planchet is going to squeeze into that crack, and you'll be left with a little funny, lightning shaped little crack on the die, and it's raised up. Okay, that's a die crack. Now, let's say a piece of the metal pops off of here, a little piece breaks off from the die. Over here in the coin, I'm going to have a little blob of raised metal. Okay, that's a die chip. Now, if I break off an entire chunk of the side of this die from up here to down here, that's a cud, right? This is not a cud, that's a chip. A cud is going to end up looking, let me see if I can get this right. If I'm missing an entire section of that die, right, gone, I'm going to end up with a coin that's going to look like this, right? Because it's a piece of the die that is broken up. Let's pretend that this, right, that this purple piece is the die that I'm producing a coin. All right, this is a die chip. All right, metal gets in there, leaves a little raised bit on your coin. This is a crack in a die. This is where it's kind of starting to just separate. So on the coin, the metal is going to get in there. I'm going to have a little extra metal on the coin, right? This is a cud. That's a cud. This is actually the cud. But a cud die, if this were to strike a coin, I've got no opposing force in this space. I'm going to have this big blob of metal. That's what a cud is. This is a chip. See that? Any cute? That's a little piece that chipped off. I lost it. That's a chip. And the cud is catastrophic die failure, where an entire piece is broken off the side. Get that hair out of there. Oh God, there's a hair in my Play-Doh. It's not my hair. Cud is oftentimes misused to describe any weird thing going on the coin if it's raised up. God, it's a terrifically misused term. This is a cud. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, right?
Let's say this is your die.
Kind of knows what he's talking.
You get a little die chip. You're going to have a little piece kind of missing. Right? Little die chip. Maybe a die chip over here, whatever. A die break is when that die chip gets bigger. And so it approaches 4 millimeters in area. It's still a, a cud is a catastrophic breakage of the die. That's a cud. This piece that broke off is the cud. On the coin, it's going to show up as a big blob of metal from the edge of the coin into the design. That's the cud.
That's Pac-Man.
This piece is the cud. The cud die is what's left. And the coin exhibiting a cud is going to have this big blob of metal on the edge. On the other side of the coin, you're going to have a really weak design because you don't have the opposing forces to drive the planchet into the designs on both sides.